Major League Baseball on a glorious night. A little rain there, but it didn't stop the party. And then the finish, the home run derby, which I get. And you know me, I'm a traditional kind of baseball guy. But I thought that was cool. And I'm all right with it. There was a couple things we got to see. The challenge of pitches, right, which was interesting the way that went. As long as they don't overdo it. Like there was a couple, right?
Yeah, this was the launching pad, if you will.
They wanted to see how people react to it. But I think it should be, and Martin brought this up, and I think he's right. It should probably be the manager, not the pitcher, like in a game, like thinking it's a ball or strike. Because why wouldn't it just be the catcher?
I mean,
to me, why is the pitcher?
You don't want the pitcher to, first of all, you mentioned it. It should be the catcher. You're literally caught the ball. You were there.
You just caught the ball. You just had it over the plate.
You framed it. You framed it, or the manager also, because the manager's thinking long. Okay, do we do it now? What is the challenge? What's the situation? The game time moment?
Are we wasting this?
Yeah. Versus the player, you're just ticked off because that was a strike. Versus hold on, player. We need second, third inning. We might need that later.
We need it when it really matters, and it was used early. Obviously, the All-Star game, and Scuba wasn't going to pitch long, so he had to kind of throw it in there, and it went from 2 strikes to a strikeout as instead of a ball. But anyway. The home run derby, just your thoughts, because the fans ate it up. I know there's some people like, dude, stop. It's an exhibition game. It's for the fans. It's fun. Do I want that to end a regular season game? No, I do not. Do I want it to end a tie game? And what turned out to be an exciting, it was 6-0. National League, the American League storms back, and then the National League wins it. Schwarber from the Phillies, with the 3 bombs in his at-bat. But his chance up.
Listen, when you're on, you're on. When you're having a run or having a season, you ever had that time where, man, the job, all of a sudden you got a bonus, the girl you like called you and said, let's go on that date, and just maybe had some bad news, turned good, and just we're like, oh, this is kind of my season. That's baseball over the last year and a half, 2 years now, Rob. I mean, they were trying to figure things out. How can we get more viewers? How can we speed up the game? And Rob Manfred, credit him, made a few changes that traditionalists, like maybe I wasn't on the air with you at the time, but some people might not have liked, hey, don't speed up the game.
And you got to give him credit,
shift.
Right?
And I did. You think it was yesterday or Monday, I can't remember the day, but I said he's in his Suge Knight death row era where he was just the boss. I'm making plays, making calls. They were complaining, the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, why is the Wiz kid the Miz getting to be in there? Why is he pitching? And he said, hey, I asked y'all, would y'all pitch? It guaranteed me 1 inning, and your pitcher said, no, I just pitched Sunday, one said. The other one says, no, I'd rather. Cool, I'm getting this kid. He said, do I want to do this every time? No, but he pitches 100, 304 miles per hour. This could be something cool for the fans.
I talked to him.
Yeah.
Pregame.
Just
a night. He's a kid. I mean, literally. And I was like, is this a whirlwind? Or, and he was just like, dude, he says, I can't even believe it. I'm sitting here in a locker room, in a clubhouse, with all these guys I grew up watching, you know what I mean, and all this stuff. He said, I pinch myself every day.
And he's been on a roll, Rob. So you get the way he's been handling, like I said, the shift and the pitch count and speeding the game up, and the game's going well. He lucked into it, Dodgers-Yankees, which ended up being spectacular. Ratings through the roof.
Yep.
Carries over this season, ratings through the roof. You have a good offseason. Where Juan Soto's going to go. Like, they're in a great space right now.
It's been a good couple of years,
which leads to the All-Star game. And it starts off, it's competitive. I thought we'll get into a little bit later. I thought they started the game off. We were on the air, and you represented where you were. You in Atlanta. You had HBCU. You had the Clark Marching Band. You had Ludacris, Jermaine Dupri. It looked good. It felt good.
Yeah, it felt like
Ice Cube out at the Dodgers
World Series, right?
They've been on a nice roll.
It's supposed to be like that, and you look for people who, represent the city or whatever, and that's how you connect. And I think it was great. It was star-studded. There were a lot of Atlanta people.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's there.
Proud of their hometown and all that, and the All-Star game. And I got stopped by a number of people, walking around the ballpark about the Odd Couple, and it was really
awesome.
nice.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So, and then the actual game, right? You get the competitives. You got the 2 young pitchers who look like they're going to be the guys for the next decade, the Skeens and Skubal. And so, obviously, Skubal would have preferred to do a little bit better. But the point is, you got the 2 stars out there.
You got them out there, right.
You got Ohtani kind of sets it off for them. They get rolling. And it's just going, and it's looking good. It's fun. Yes, there was a big deficit, but they don't just – see, this is the difference. They didn't just mail it in. Well, I guess it's just not a night. Where y'all going? I heard Rob going to be in Magic City.
You already.
What are we doing? They kept fighting, Rob. They could compete. They came back.
If you were watching the game, there were plays made, diving catches and stuff like that. Like, guys don't like where I saw one. I can't remember. Was it? He's from the Cubs, and he dove for a ball out in left field. And I said to myself, he easily could have pulled up and let that be a double.
It's gonna have to be what it is.
It's a double. I'm not even going to chance like messing my knee up or doing something. You know what I mean?
Even some of the at bats, Witt Jr. had a couple where it was like really like there was a couple, especially the one that went down the right line. It just like he could have easily just, hey, I tried, I swung, whatever. But like, no, I need this. We're in this game. We've got a chance to come back, tie it up. We got a chance to come back, win this thing. So that went great as far as the seventh inning. The American League gets 4 runs, and eventually they would tie it. And then we have the home run derby off, the swing off, and that ended up being really fun. So it couldn't have gone any better for them. I thought it was really good, and from top to bottom. And like I said, baseball.
It was Pete Crow.
Pete Crow. Okay.
Yeah, he made a great catch in left field.
And I just think baseball is having a great couple of seasons right now with just the moves that they've made. Like I said, they fall into the Dodgers-Yankees first time since '81. That ends up being great.
But I wonder where people are. Like when you watched it last night, a lot of people watched. Did you like it? Like, or is this something? Could you even see this for like during the regular season? Because the one thing I do not like is you put the runner on second base right away in the 10th inning. I get it. They don't want to play 16 innings. Okay,
every night on random nights.
I get that. But why can't we have one extra inning, one extra frame, the 10th inning, and then you do that to give it a chance to win the game? You know what I mean? Because those games, to me, can wind up where you win and they're not exciting. Man on second, you bunt him to third, and he scores on a fly ball. Okay, you win the game, but that's not. You didn't even get a hit in the end.
You know what it reminds me of? I think you might feel me. It kind of reminds me of sudden death in the NFL, where it's like, all right, all I got to do is kick a field goal. Kick it off.
But the only thing I disagree on sudden death is you can score defensively. That you can in baseball. You know what I mean? Like I covered the Lions for 20 years. Every time I've seen pick sixes go the other way. You know what I mean?
Saw a bunch of those.
Yeah, Scott Mitchell, all these people. But you know what I mean? Like, you could win a game defensively as well.
Only reason I meant that was you get a kickoff, you return it to the 40, we throw a 10-yard, then a 15-yard pass, kick a field goal, we're out of here. Or if you want to even go with the college, how they used to do it, where
college, I don't know, 25-yard line.
25-yard line. Right. So it's like, oh, okay, instead of going the whole 100 or 75, if you will. But it was entertaining. It was fun. It was a great way to say, here's a chance. It was really the home run derby and the All-Star game having a baby. And to me, you got a chance, few guys, few pitches. Each of you get a few pitches. Let's see what happens. We're not burning you out, so you go back to your team mess up, because that's happened. Dudes come do home run derbies, and they're off for a few more weeks. Right. They just can't get their swing back together. Only a few batters, few pitches, quick, fun, get it over with, and we all move on. But the game itself was competitive. That was a fun way to end it.
Because it was 6-0, and you could have said, like you said,
mail it in. Hey, where are you guys going on vacation?
Take the first swing and get out of there.
Yeah.
You could do that instead of working the count. You know what I mean? Trying to get on base, like all that kind of stuff, making plays. It was very, very entertaining when you put it all together. All right,
I give them credit. Yeah, they got to give them credit. We complain. Listen, we'll sit here next coming February and maybe complain about the NBA. Maybe they get it right, maybe they don't. But my point is, we'll complain when it's done poorly and just doesn't seem like people cared. Got to give them credit. MLB were there. They cared. The players were there. It seemed fun, and they seemed to get it right.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. What'd you think of the Derby at the end? And is that something that you would be interested in? Would you like to see that for the regular season instead of putting the guy on second base? Just your thoughts. A lot of people thought it was exciting. There were some people who didn't like it, but you're not going to please everybody.
That ain't
exactly.
Life.
But Kelvin and I are in agreement. I thought that was fun. It was a great way. And I was in Milwaukee when they had the tie, and that was bad. That was a bad ending to an All-Star game. Bud Selig was there in his home, park and the whole 9 yards. It didn't feel good. When
and then the overreaction afterward. Now it determines the World Series home advantage.
And that was an overreaction.
Okay, let's not overreact there.